Are you kidding me? Another transfer. And let me guess. Another petty theft case? Because that's all that they seem to be sending me lately. That's all they think I'm worth, isn't it? Dealing with petty theft, tiny trinkets being stolen. You know, I used to do a lot more. Yeah, right. HR's decision. You know, I don't care what her royalness thinks. Fine, whatever. It's what I have to deal with. Fine. Give me the file and just leave me the hell alone. You. Yeah, everyone says they're innocent. You'll have to forgive me if I don't believe you. I don't. I honestly don't care. It's not my job to care. That hasn't seemed to matter before. Sure, you know what it's like. It's a pretty common experience, right? Your boss gives you mountains and mountains of paperwork and you feel unappreciated. You know you could do so much more, so much better if you just had the chance. But you never get that chance. Or maybe you don't. I mean, not all of us are criminals. I'm not the one standing here, cuffed and awaiting my. What even is your. A brawl? Let me guess, you had a one too many drinks, and you just got incredibly pissed off at someone and couldn't help yourself. Yeah. You know, it's one thing to say you're innocent. Everyone says they're innocent. But it's another thing to insist that you're innocent, but that also you were justified in doing what you did. If you're innocent, you didn't do it. If you're justified in doing it, you did do it. You can't even keep your own story straight. Fine. Go ahead and enlighten me. Tell me what it is that happened that is not in this report, and none of the eyewitnesses seem to have caught, that should mean you don't have to face any punishment. What could that possibly be? Yeah, like I said, we're all used to dealing with horrible bosses. I don't even get to take a damn day off work just when I get sick. I can't recover in peace. I have to deal with this kind of bullshit. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? You know, maybe I lose your file. Maybe you got lost in the transfer. Maybe you never wound up here at all. Watch your mouth. What I'm supposed to do here is oversee everyone else, and really what I end up doing, most of the time, is dealing with things that are frankly beneath me. I'm probably pissed off someone I shouldn't have. People don't tend to like you when you're really good at your job. They feel like you threaten theirs, as if they're your boss. Yeah, I have a lot of bones to pick, but that's really none of your business. So, enlighten me. What happened that means you should be let free? Because, you know, theoretically, if your paperwork disappeared, if you got lost in the transfer, that could mean any number of things, as long as you never get in trouble again. But I don't exactly have any incentive to help you out, do I? I mean, you're laughing at the fact that I have to work when I'm so sick. You're making fun of the fact that I have to deal with a boss who honestly would be better used as a paperweight or a punching bag. You know, that actually sounds even better. Punching bag. So tell me, what is it? Why should you be let free? Maybe if you tell me a good enough story, maybe I'll pull some strings and make it happen. Who knows? Give hell to that douche I have to call a boss. Okay, maybe you didn't know this, but when it comes to crime, it doesn't really matter who started it. If you were caught in a criminal act, you were responsible for your criminal action. And you could have just not swung back. Do you have any idea how many people tried to pick a fight with me? Come on. I'm the captain of the guard. You think no one's tried to step up on me, to try and, quote, put me in my place, teach me a lesson? It's no surprise that this is a very male-dominated field. You gotta be tough if you're gonna stand up for yourself. You gotta be tough if you're gonna get ahead of everyone else and rise to the position I have. And some people, they take that personally. They take it as a challenge. They make you work when you're sick so that when you fail, they can point out why you didn't deserve to be promoted in the first place. Yeah, it sucks. But you know what I don't do is go around committing crimes. I do my job. I do my job the best I can under the circumstances I have. But you didn't. You took the first opportunity to lash out at something. You know, I may not be a healer or a priest. I'm not exactly versed in the reasonings why people make bad decisions. But you made a bad decision. And you can't justify it by saying someone else started it. That's very, very juvenile. There will always be someone trying to start something. And it's up to the individual, in this case you, to control themselves no matter what kind of situation they find themselves in. You did not. And you have not convinced me that you should be let free. So, you won't be. Well, that's up to me to decide, because in their infinite wisdom, I don't get to oversee the guards. I don't get to assign people on patrols. I don't get to make any sort of important decisions. My hands are tied behind my back. All I get to do is decide what to do with new transfers. And that's you. I decide what to do with you. There are guidelines, but honestly, I have a little bit more leeway in this than you might think. You were transferred here from downtown? That was a question. Man, you're not very good at this, are you? You're trying to convince me to let you go, but you're not good at conversation. You know, that leads me to thinking maybe you started it. Maybe you said something you shouldn't have. And you tried to pin it off on someone else to get out of trouble. Wouldn't be the first time. It won't be the last. How do I know that's not what's happening? You haven't convinced me otherwise. You know, looking through your file, there's some interesting information here. What's your name? Yes, of course it's in the file. I want to hear you say it. And your mother's name. What was her name? It's not up to you to see whether or not something's relevant. I'm asking the question, and if you know what's good for you, you'll answer. So what was her name? Well, now. Because I knew her. I did. Yes. You know, one of the last things she asked me before the disease ran its course, she made me promise that if I was ever in a position to help out her only child, that I'd do it. And she was my best friend. So I promised, because who wouldn't promise to help out their best friend? So, that was you. And you honored her memory by getting drunk and getting into a fight and getting arrested by the guards and being brought to my desk. You know, it sounds to me like you're very lucky that I have such an ass of a boss. Because if you were sent to anyone else, they wouldn't care. Because they don't have the history with her that I did. I'm the best person I ever met. And I don't mean that as the best human I ever met. The best person. Species irrelevant. The best person I ever met. You know, it was her who insisted I follow my dream and join the guards. And it was her continued support that helped me rise to where I am now, in a position to repay the favor. It seems today's your lucky day. You know, I'm really not all that interested in getting into details. There's a lot of history, a lot of pain, especially given how everything ended. She was, without a doubt, the best person I've ever met. You know, now that I look at you, I see the resemblance. I see her in you. I see her eyes. I see her smile. Right, but her smile was so grand. It shone through even through the darkest of moments, the deepest of sadness. I'll tell you what, this paperwork, it's going to coincidentally go missing. Or maybe it slipped off while someone was trying to transfer you. Maybe it accidentally got knocked into the fireplace. Who knows? It's gone. You were never here. I'm going to turn around and forget that I'm supposed to be keeping an eye on someone. But if you get caught on your way out of here, I can't help you. So it would be my recommendation that, well, you find somewhere to hide. Well, because I can sneak you out of here once it's dark. Right now it would be too obvious. And what? They'll fire me? There's no one else qualified to do this job. As horribly as they treat me, they need me. And that's part of why they're so horrible, because they know it. One person going missing? That's no big deal. Well, how about you repay me by honoring your mother's memory the right way? By not getting yourself arrested over some stupid, heated moment. Can you do that? You say you can, but really, can you? I suppose you'd better, because I can't do this a second time. It'll be out of my hands. Now, there's a closet just outside of my room but before the hallway. You can sneak in there, hide behind all of the cleaning equipment. Yeah, they're off for 3 days. They don't work every night. You hide in there if you actually want to get out of here. And if I get ready to leave and you're still there, I'll help you out and take you somewhere they won't find you. Until then, you'd better move really quietly. Like I said, if you get caught, I can't help you. Good luck. Psst. Who is it? Who do you think it is? It's me, obviously. It's dark enough that I can finally get you out of here. So, I'm going to carry you back to my place. And from there, you are going to figure out what you're going to do. Oh, no, I mean carry. It's a long way to go. I am bigger, and I'm faster than you. And I'm not going to risk being caught because you're slow. So, I'm carrying you there. You know, there is such a thing as protesting too much. Yeah. You know, I'm sure this is going to embarrass you. But with you up over my arm like that, I can literally feel how much you're enjoying this. So, you know, there's no need to lie. And why would you be embarrassed? Frankly, it's a compliment. I don't get a lot of people who are actually interested in me, you know. Yeah, we were good friends. We were. The best of friends. But I didn't really know her all that long. You were already well on your way to growing up before I even met her. Simple. I just throw a few things of clothing on over you, and it looks like I'm carrying just a bunch of equipment out with me. And all you have to do is be quiet and not move. Can you handle that? Good. Let's be on our way. I apologize. It's going to get a little warm in there. I really can't let you out until we get back to my place. You'll be alright. Hello, everyone. Star here, and thank you for listening to this video, audio, vadio kind of thing. And a big thank you to everyone who voted on the Fan Friday polls. And there is a spicy extended version over on my Patreon. For anyone who's interested, you can go find it there. Full disclosure, I am currently sick. I'm hoping I won't be sick for long, but, well, it is what it is. Trying to work with it, roll it into the audio. My boss is such a dick, they make me work when I'm still sick. LOL rhyming. But I hope you like the story. I wasn't entirely sure, how to even tie everything together. Because I started and I was thinking, okay, so if I'm captain of the guard, there's a reason that, someone's standing in front of me. Maybe they're a new recruit, maybe they're in trouble for something, who knows, right? And it suddenly just kind of struck me of like, oh, wait a minute. The name on this file reminds me of a good friend. So I'm going to ask and see if maybe this person who did this dumb thing is related to my good friend who just passed away from disease. And I feel like it lined up very nicely. I feel like it worked out very well. Let me know what you think. This was fun. And I don't want to talk too long because, like I said, sick. So I want to get my voice to rest. But thank you so much for listening or watching and or both. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.